Oh, he's serious. He going in. He going to camp.
Yep. Who, Dakota? Yeah, we gotta do something.
Do you think it should be a mandate that regardless of what, you have to go to camp?
Yeah, I think you kind of need to show up to camp. Like it's real important. I'm just putting this up here to tell folks that we are on TikTok. So when they start logging in, I don't know if they'll log in on this one though. Still says zero. So when they log in, I can tell them.
Really great offseason. Going to
There you
a
go.
great offseason, two different camps. So obviously just momentum, just staying healthy and the momentum of this in camp.
Yeah, I think everybody should show up to camp.
I'm not the only one in the camp, but the rest of the guys.
It just gives like my son as well. I told him, he's like, do I gotta go to camp this year? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, you gotta go to camp. Everybody gotta report to camp. What you think? You just get to come to practice?
He said, "I'm the guy though."
Yeah, no.
Grow their bond so that when the
I'm the coach.
everybody's
You gonna be there.
taking the both side of CeeDee Lamb and the both side of newly acquired George Pickens.
So you coach and
Prescott. Yeah, see what George Pickens can do. How quickly
your son is a scrub in the sport that you coach. Is that a
Oh man, I know. It's tough.
look at Doc Rivers' son? I ain't saying he's a scrub, but he ain't no killer either.
Right. I just feel like the son has to at least have some type of qualities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In football, my son's straight. Basketball, he don't really like it too much. He'll rebound and give the ball to somebody else. Or, you know, if you throw it down in there low, he will definitely score it. But the way the game is played nowadays is they don't use the paint. Everybody shoot threes. Everybody shoot threes. Even the big guys shoot threes. And you get to telling folks like, if you don't get your ass in that hole and stop playing, it's so easy. But everybody just wants Steph Curry done messed up the game for real.
Should we criticize him for that? Or is that what the point guard should do?
There's two sides to it. We shouldn't criticize because he game in a way where he could play. You know what I'm saying? Like when he came in, he wasn't no skyscraper. He wasn't jumping. He wasn't, doing everything that, what I'm saying, that all the other athletes could do. And he had glass ankles. So what was going to separate Steph Curry from everybody else? His crazy conditioning and his crazy shooting. Can't stop that. Now it's gotten infectious to everybody else. Everybody else believes they Steph Curry. But it is infectious, though. He's beloved, like Magic Johnson said yesterday. There's not too many athletes that everybody loves. Don't nobody hates Steph Curry. Babyface assassin.
One thing. He's not mixed though, right? He just got two light skinned parents.
Yeah, that's it. Just two light skinned parents.
No, y'all doing too much.
Good morning, y'all. A blessed day as well. 16 people in here. Right now we filming. We are on TikTok, y'all. So if y'all in here, jump on over to TikTok and see what that's about. Before I turn TikTok off and we just go straight to YouTube again. Yeah, I need to go get another phone today.
You need a phone or something, or you gotta need one for both platforms?
Yeah, I'm gonna need one for both platforms. I'm not gonna get a bigger truck. I'm just gonna put it on my bill.
You know what the funny part is, man? I really want to get back into Samsung.
Yeah.
They got the illest features, but it's an iPhone world. So that's what's so hard about it.
Yeah, And in the space though with Samsung and Android, I can never have enough space whenever I'm downloading stuff or whenever like apps get too much. And this iPhone, like I got a terabyte. It's hard for me to use a whole terabyte.
Right.
And if something was to happen where I need more space, then I can purchase more space via the cloud. So
Yeah, because I had to do that.
Yeah, I love iPhone's compatibility with everything else, with all your other devices.
They just made it a way, like I said, it's the iPhone world, but the best technology is in Samsung.
Really?
Yes. So you gotta think about it. Why in 2025, why can I touch your phone and charge my phone?
That's what Samsung does?
Samsung did have this technology.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
The fingerprint reader. Come on, man. You know,
That started with Samsung?
it started with Samsung. iPhone doesn't have it.
With fingerprint? We used to have it, but we got facial recognition now.
I understand that. Facial recognition is dope. Now that's definitely dope. But I used to like how you could pick up your phone
With
and just
amazing scents
put your hand on the
and
back.
friendly
Yeah,
ingredients.
yeah.
Hello deodorant, mixed every day.
Yep. See, iPhone used to have it at the bottom.
Yeah. Now I have that on my iPad.
Yeah, yeah. I used to have that iPad too. Upgraded to the one after my son broke my stuff.
Believe it or not, I used to have a MacBook and I got rid of it
Are you Zenobia?
because I like the Windows better.
A solid financial future doesn't happen by chance.
Just
Let's talk
everyday
about your
computer
potential
stuff.
today.
I
Right.
just couldn't, I couldn't navigate through that MacBook. It's not that I couldn't. it's just-
Come on. Yeah. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I feel like the Windows is where we started. You know what I mean? Bill Gates. That's where we all started. That's where we learned computers. Apple came up in there and was like, yo, see that dude over there? He stole my design. Let me give you the real. You see what I'm saying?
I think the Apple products come more so into play when you're being creative,
Yeah.
and Windows more or less when you're just doing everyday.
Everyday computer stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was my problem. I bought a MacBook for everyday stuff.
Right, when you needed it. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't making sense.
Right. Okay.
Like what you do, all that digital thing and all that.
Yeah, with iMovie and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Now, iMovie is fine.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I had to do something for my wife's birthday. I had to piece a bunch of clips. I put like a video together
Yeah.
of people telling her happy birthday.
Yep.
And I was trying to figure out how to merge all of them together. And then somebody's like, yo, just shoot the album.
Yep.
So it's real simple, yeah.
Real simple. All you doing is dragging and dropping. Hit the little plus button.
Yeah, no, that was fine.
The sun will rise in Sunrise, Florida. Sports Center on the road is presented by Geico, but this will be a tough one for the Florida Panthers to shake off Cal Leaks and not been entertained. 3 of the first 4 games of the Stanley Cup final require overtime. WWE couldn't do it. UFC couldn't do it. Nobody could do it the way that NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, specifically final. This was a roller coaster ride, and I felt like I was on Everest. Taylor Swift was in the building. Even she had to enjoy the hockey game. Here are all the pretty pictures as we go south
It's an hockey
FLA.
now.
With the Stanley Cup final now even at 2 games apiece.
Oh, here's Taylor
Oh,
Swift.
she wasn't Dolo, okay, all right.
Oh, she was there with y'all?
Yeah.
Middle of the first period was scoreless, so we didn't get the early goal we've always got. 2-man advantage, Florida.
Maybe it's me. I don't
Great time by
think she-
Matthew
she's not ugly, but I don't necessarily
that short
think
side,
she's...
perfect placement there. Just over
Right,
three.
yeah.
average, yeah.
Florida power play.
Yeah, they talk about her like she got Kardashian in her.
Yeah, no, you're right though. See, I think I think the reason why America loves her so much is because she's real, like, she's American. This ain't Armenian, like the Kardashians. You see what I'm saying? She's blonde, blue eyes. She is red lipstick. Another Marilyn Monroe running around here.
She ain't been tainted.
Ain't been tainted at all. Kim K and them, oh yeah, they done.
Ain't no Travis Scott.
Yeah, nah,
Swiftland.
nah, ain't no Ray J's,
Yeah.
ain't no, you know what I mean, ain't no all of that.
Speaking of which, man, you heard that corny mess he did, man?
What you talking about? Who Ray J with the Suge Knight stuff?
No, Ray J with Sexy Red. He lied. He put it out to everybody like he hit him.
Oh,
And she called him out, and he had to apologize.
oh, dang. Well, why would you even want to hit Sexy Red though?
I don't see it either.
That's the cold thing about this whole thing. Ugh. Not saying it like that, but they said Shorty had a bunch of SUVs and all and everything like that.
The funny part is, you don't know if it's true or not, but you wouldn't be surprised. That's the
No.
thing.
I'm touching Sexy Red with 10-foot pole.
That's a snapping strike.
Don't do it with it. Good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm glad you got my text message.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna come anyway. I said, yo, he ain't answering me. How y'all doing?
You gonna come anyway. I like to hear that. I love that.
That's relentless, as Tim Grover said. And in comes Samson Reinhart to force overtime.
Trying to get the roof done, bro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
That was an odyssey.
Good.
Yeah, man.
New route. They gave you a good deal?
Yeah, I was coming running some good people. I was co-worker of my wife. Got some touch with these people, man, and I did not have to pay that deductible.
Oh, well, that's good. You just had
I
to
didn't
pay
think I
for the
was
pool.
going to get that because most of the companies are saying, oh, that's illegal. I'm like, okay.
What was illegal?
You trying to make a deal where you don't have to pay your deductible.
I don't see
That's some word of mouth. Man.
Nah, you know like how some people like they say you get in a car, an accident, and what will happen is sometimes there's some body shops that just work the whole thing in without you paying the deductible, but they're working like in the parts.
Right. Yeah, I guess in the type of shingles they use and so forth. But anyway, didn't expect that.
No matter how bad it is, we get over that hump of adversity. You know, we're gonna keep pushing, we're gonna keep coming, eventually it'll break. Again, you know, we don't wanna be in these situations too many times, but when they happen,
I was trying to do a refinance and ain't nobody wanted to give me credit for the years I'm like 7 years, you know?
In your-
Everything they presented me was 30 years. I'm like, wait a minute, man. I probably won't be around for anything, but I
In
ain't
your
signing
house.
up for another 30 years.
Right.
Come on. Trying to convince me that that's the deal. That's the deal for you.
Refi for another 30 years?
For another 30 years. Yeah. The only thing presented to me.
See, that's why with this car payment out here, the finance, right. I give them $125 a week on top of the car payment. So I pay double the payments. But we're not gonna pay for this thing for 6 or 7 years. That thing will be paid off in 2 or 3 years and be done with it.
So you put the extra in.
Yeah. So they don't make the $12,000 off the interest that they're trying to make off of it.
Exactly right. So you pay those two.
I got Truist.
Nah, so you gotta get plugged in like somebody in the Navy Federal.
I don't have no family that's been in the military. And then when I tried to, when his dad tried to put me on, they denied me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I could get you my
The numbers.
Let me look into it. He gave you his access code and
Access
and they
code.
said
So, I mean, I guess they changed it up because a lot of people have been doing it that way, just getting in there. You know what I mean? So they,
USA A, they do the same thing?
I'm guessing.
yeah, it's just kind of like the same concept. Yeah. I like Navy Federal better because they have USA is good for car insurance. Like you can lock into them. You can pay little or nothing for your car insurance.
Oh wow.
But I like Navy Federal better as a bank. Cause they, I mean, you gotta ask them for any type of money, they gonna pretty much give it to you.
What about home though? Because I don't think Navy does home.
Yeah,
Navy does home?
Mm-hmm.
Do they get like another, subcontractor like?
No, actually, they write their own mortgage policy. Because the house I bought 2 years ago, I started the process for Navy Federal. However, when you go to a builder, you know how they have their own incentives if you go with their people. So I'm the one with their people instead of Navy Federal. But I was, if I refinance, I'm gonna do Navy Federal.
For Edmonton to try and forget what they've done now with the Stanley Cup final. A classic in the making. 3 of the first.
Everybody been hitting me up, so I gotta check the rates. If I can get close to a 3, I'll be happy.
That's the story from
Let's
Sunrise.
say that now, a little bit over. 3, 5, 7.
When I bought my house, so months ago it was at 7. That was just standard. If you get a 6, which is, oh my God, I wouldn't even buy a house if I had to do a 7 or a 6.
Yeah.
But I was able to lock in mine when everything was going for 7s at 5, so it was 5. But the house that I sold before that was 3.
Okay. I still got to get into home ownership.
Is it no sit right now? It's not even worth it right now.
Yeah, that's what everybody say. Don't try to buy no
Taxes are
house.
going up too high.
Yeah.
You gotta let it crash again.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Once it crashes,
Then get on in there.
yeah.
Well, I was lucky because, and I didn't know it. I didn't know what the heck the market was going to do. But I retired at the right at the beginning of 2020.
Oh,
And I got 4.75.
Oh, that's a good deal.
And then, of course, look how the market has changed. It's almost twice as much as, worth twice as much as what I bought it for.
Oh yeah.
Problem is, where you gonna go?
Yeah.
You want to stay in the area? Housing prices are so much.
Absolutely. Houses cost way too much.
Well,
Yeah.
my wife is in my ear almost every day about leaving the country.
leaving the
From
country.
the, well, she's from Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
Father was Puerto Rican, mother was Dominican.
Yeah, so she got a different understanding of prices and everything.
And I'm like, first of all, it's an island. Second of all, that ain't my home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
know.
it may make sense financially.
Yeah.
She's on my case with, showing me the villas and so forth.
Yeah, I hear tell that it is pretty, it's pretty alright.
Right. And they got a lot of, Black Americans going down. She said, look at him. I'm like, oh my God.
What is it like with the tropical storms over there?
The what now?
Tropical storms.
Man, it's always a worry. To me, it'd be a big ass worry. See, when I went down, she took me down, you know, we had our 30th. She said, come on, we're going to Puerto Rico. I said, went down to Puerto Rico, and you can see, I forget the last hurricane, but the damage, man, it's still recovering.
Yeah, I heard
It's
it.
2 years past the, you see the construction guys out there almost, you know, almost everywhere you go. 'Cause we wanted to be in Little San Juan, or Old San Juan, I should say. You know, because of the music and so forth. Most people come down, stay on resorts, and, you know,
And the other
going
one
home.
said, you know that part of the scary movie when the worms start going into your brain?
If I was younger,
That's what it felt
in
like.
Canada would be where it's at, man.
And, you know,
I would definitely move.
well, I really do love, when I left New York, man, I really love it down here.
Like if you was home.
Are you from here?
Huh?
You California all the way.
Oh no, I'm from California. No, this is asking
Where
you.
you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, I'm from Harlem.
You from Harlem? Oh, I hear you, bro. How long have you been down here?
Since 2012.
2012, you came down, yeah. I came down at the end of 2005.
What? Don't say
As you
that.
know, man.
You're not from Brownsville, are you?
I'm not from Brownsville, no.
Okay,
I'm from
good.
Kiwanis. I'm
Okay,
very close
well,
to
look at
Brooklyn
you,
Bridge.
Okay, look at you. I know what I want to
You
see.
know, there's few people that do. That's on time. Yeah, man, I grew up in the Kiwanis project.
That's it. AJ, if you ever go to New York, you gotta walk across that bridge. That's
Yeah,
one
walk
of the
across the
best
bridge.
sights of New York.
You gotta walk across that bridge. When I first came home, I went to school in Ohio. I would pick up my ride because I was working in New Jersey. You know, during the summertime, I would walk from my house, wasn't that far from the bridge,
Yeah.
right over the bridge. Man. It's beautiful. I was taking pictures like a tourist.
I always do that. Look, I do that Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah, it's nice walks.
It's a good walk. It's good.
It's beautiful.
Did it in the rain one time. It was crazy.
Later in the inning, Jose Castillo in the mound for that. Tyrone Taylor, smooth as Tennessee whiskey.
Check this out. Do you know the UFC fighters that's fighting on Saturday?
I think they're gonna be in Atlanta, ain't they?
Yeah, they're gonna be in Atlanta.
Rose, I think. Thug Rose is fighting. The main event. Dang, I forget. I think it's Dustin Poirier might be fighting out here.
Well, check this out. My daughter coming in from check out my Father's Day present. She coming in today, this evening, to take me to that.
Oh,
To that fight tomorrow.
wow, that's pretty cool.
Pretty good.
Those tickets are like,
Man, she put something in her mind. Remember I told you I went to the Giant in Tennessee?
yeah.
She took me and my wife to that game, man. But she coming in. I had no idea it was fighting. She was into it because she had like a boyfriend that was like a fighter.
Yeah.
So whenever I either speak to you, speak to both of y'all when I can, who was good. I was a little disappointed last week when the Pena lost.
Yeah, me
So
too.
that, yeah, man. I wanted
Juliana.
Juliana to win that fight.
She loses a lot.
Yeah, but when she beat
Amanda Nunes.
Amanda, yeah, that was serious business.
That was her. Ever since then, and they've been the same. Like that
She ain't
was.
had that many fights since then.
That's true. But I think she done lost pretty much. You know, since she lost against Amanda again. Well, she had the belt,
That
didn't
was
she?
close, yeah, because she took it from Amanda. That fight she fought against Amanda, man.
Yeah, that was
She fought with her heart, man.
Amanda wasn't expecting that. That's why Amanda was like, I'm injured. Nah, she wasn't injured. She just wasn't expecting that level of heat coming back. That's all. I felt like Juliana went in there and won the match.
Yeah, yeah.
When she beat Amanda.
Amanda, yeah. But Amanda, you know, as soon as that fight was over, talking about she coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Amanda she beat up Juliana that second match. She beat her up pretty
She got it
good.
the second one, yeah.
Yeah, that second one
What do you think? I had to do some research about this beat. I mean, she looks so much bigger than Juliana.
Who, Amanda?
No, not Amanda, but
Oh,
this white girl.
Yeah, the other girl.
What's the deal with the rehydration?
That I don't like
Come on, man,
that.
she's way bigger than. And then I guess they do, how messed up boxing is with this rehydration. And
Yeah,
all
you
that.
cut weight,
I
you
said,
cut
don't do
weight.
the same thing.
Yeah, you cut all this weight, and then in one day, you eat all this food and drink all this water to get all your energy back, and you're in a different weight class than the person that you're fighting, which
Way
is
bigger.
cheating.
Now, the WBC, this is in boxing, they say rehydration only 10 pounds.
Yeah,
You can't rehydrate more than 10.
yep,
That's only one out of 4.
right. That's how it should be,
That's how
though.
it should be.
You shouldn't be.
When we was coming up, the weigh-ins was before the fight.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do.
Right before the fight, too.
Right before the fight.
Yeah,
Now you
yeah.
have more than 24 hours,
Which is crazy.
which is crazy.
You shouldn't have 24
Yeah,
hours.
that's way too much.
Yeah, I'm talking about you weigh in on fight day.
Nobody was complaining. I said, damn, I'm complaining about that. Look at her. She's already strong woman now.
Yeah, but you let her
Now
put
she got
that.
all that weight on.
Mm-hmm.
But what about that main event that white dude was trying to get the title back?
Sean O'Malley
Yeah, Malley. And that dude whipped him again.
whipped him again.
Georgia, dude from Georgia.
I
Dude,
think-
the real Georgia.
I think that nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you that, let's say like I'm happy to see Sean O'Malley lose. But my thing was this.
Mm-hmm.
They was giving him a whole bunch of competition that wasn't competition to build his career up because of the paint and the hair and all of that stuff, I believe. Playing into the crowd.
He looked pretty good on, because he was using his length, because he has some long ass arms.
Yeah.
And he can. I saw him get a couple guys with his knee.
That dude is a machine that he fought.
That dude he fought is a machine.
That's a machine, man. That dude. He said
That dude is a machine.
after he won the title, he was running the next day, running miles the
He looked
next
like a
day.
little-
Wow,
yeah.
that's different.
He's a tough dude.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Sean O'Malley over there, you drinking liquor, and you want to smoke, smoke pots and everything like that. This other dude, he ain't doing none of that over there. He
Well, coming
running.
into this one, he act like, that was his focus to come in right.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't let that dude grab him. You let that dude grab him, you got a major
Yeah,
problem.
you got.
You better stand up, throw some jabs,
Yeah,
throw
you
some
better-
long kicks.
Stay away from him as long as possible, because once
Boy,
that
grab
dude
you,
grabs you,
you
he
got a
brings you to the
problem.
ground. Yeah, I wanted to go see some UFC, but man, I think those tickets was like $200 to $400 a piece, right? Good morning, good morning. $250 to $400 a
It's
piece,
hard. You
right?
don't see anything live, You can't take your family over.
No.
It's a soccer. The present generation.
Yeah. Nah, you can't go to no game. Everything is in the hundreds. Everything is in the hundreds.
When I first came down, I used to go to the events that come down twice a year.
Yep.
And I would be down there at least twice a year. And we thought Turner Field was a nice, venue.
Yeah.
But, they wanted to move to Cobb County. They had those little condos all over the place.
Yeah,
But they
battery.
didn't care nothing about the people.
That battery.
It's a nice area.
Yeah.
Can't stand that traffic, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, traffic is a killer.
But the battery, man, I'm rarely impressed because I done seen stadiums and stuff. I done been to California, Vegas, Texas. I done seen stuff.
What's the name of that arena?
Which one?
They don't have a lot of young people, young groups come out to that. It's usually like older groups. Because I went down there to see George Benson, Cobb Energy Center.
Okay.
You ever been there, bro?
I don't think I've been to the Energy
Cobb
Center.
Energy Center is nice because it's made for music. Like when you go to the Fox or Old Theater, it's nice because you got the setting.
Right.
You can hear the music good. Cobb Energy Center, man, that's a beautiful place. So we was familiar with that before they even built the what is it now, Truist Park?
Yeah, Truist Park.
And then we understood because we went. Okay, it was our first game at. It was called something different when they built it. Anyway, we was down there to see a baseball game. They ended up calling it off, and we seen the crowds at the eateries. They ain't care nothing about no baseball game.
No.
Crowd, it was packed city.
Yeah.
Rain out.
Yeah, they don't care nothing about the baseball game. They there for all the festivities and the food. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember the teams that the Braves played against when I took my wife. Because we were so concerned with all the food and the drinks around there. Yeah, it was so much. I was like, dang. While the baseball game is going on.
Wild game.
Yeah. We watching the game and then it's like you smell some good food. You see somebody got a good, you know what I mean, a tall drink. Like, hey, where you get that from? And then next thing you know, you go start exploring and then you just start exploring. Like it's just too much stuff around there.
We got to set up, but again, man, everything costs so much damn money.
Yeah, it does. You can't shop in the gift shop over there. Ain't no getting no jersey from there. Their jersey's like $150 to $200 from the stadium.
Even for these concerts, don't get no shirt, no nothing.
No.
Go online.
Yeah, later on.
Get your action.
Man, they be taxing. Oh man, no way this stuff this expensive.
I went down to. You ever been to this amphitheater that's it's down near the airport. It's after, if you're going down, it's after you pass through the city. It's an amphitheater.
Mableton?
Mableton.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. I was amazed at the sound because you outside. I expect the sound to be that good.
Yeah.
You know, I like the fact that it's covered. So, because when I first bought tickets there, I was like, they said, we don't refund. I said, what if it rains? I didn't realize that even if it rains, you're still covered.
Yeah, depending on where you're sitting, because when you're in the back, you ain't covered.
Oh, you in the grass, yes.
We saw, check this out, Earth, Wind and Fire, for the old guy. Earth, Wind and Fire was the lead group, and then Santana came out.
Oh man.
Good songs?
Huh?
The good
Yeah,
songs?
yeah, I see Santana.
Real one.
It was beautiful. I saw Santana over here after that at the, what's the name of it? The one up here, that's closer to us. The arena, Gas South.
Gas South, yeah.
Gas South, yeah. We saw him, me and my wife saw him at Gas South too.
It's gotta be a killer edge to beat these guys. We're gonna be an underdog in every game. It was 10.5 in the first two games, 5.5 last night, and tomorrow. It's a daunting challenge. Anything less than a total grit mindset, we should have a chance.
That mindset has paid off for the Pacers so far. Indians taking a 2-1 lead in each series this postseason and going on to win Game 4. In Indianapolis, Collier, ESPN.
About to find themselves in a 2-1 hole, and Coke recent history give them hope for a comeback.
Indiana about to get them a title.
Authorities in Miami.
It's time though. You picking a side? Yeah, I'll pick Indiana before the series started. Just because they were so much of an underdog.
Yeah, tonight is the game.
Oh yeah.
They definitely lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they win tonight.
That's it.
Witnesses claim Brown was the shooter, though he had no weapon on him when the police arrived. A four-time first-team All-Pro, Brown spent 12 years in the NFL, primarily with Steelers, for finishing his career.
What happened with him? What?
Oh man.
You know who next in that?
That's just pray that ain't true.
John Moran.
Yeah. Yeah.
Young lady is a headline.
Yep.
See, man, I'm just pulling for these guys, man. Come on, man. Seems like he's prone to something going on.
Quietly, man. Just chill.
Father don't seem to be no help at all. He's jumping up and down.
He want to be his friend. You know, I wouldn't care how much money my son made. I don't care. If you out here acting stupid, man, I'm gonna choke him.
But a lot of times, it's the way they grew up.
Yeah, I get you the breadwinner of the family now. I get that. But I'm the patriarch. Get it? So you wouldn't be here if we ain't nurture you to get there.
Well, you gonna do what you supposed to do.
Is it okay?
And I was done settling.
You ain't about to be out here messing off the millions for the future generations. What you think? All this money belong to you? Yeah, okay. Nah, we here to make sure the family stay here for forever now. You know?
Yeah, you're right, but some people don't have that, man. Some people, it's just, especially our people, father ain't even there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Damn, man.
Like you see your son over here, you at your son's job acting crazy.
Well, they talk about that in terms of Floyd. I mean, Floyd, you know, he learned the family business.
Yes.
Even though his father went to jail.
Yep.
His mother dealing drugs.
Yep.
How would you come out? It's hard.
And take back what's yours.
Yep. And now they saying Floyd is broke.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
No?
When we start seeing him taking extra fights, if he start having an active fight,
Right, because that shows, you know, a lot. What about Manny coming back? He shouldn't need no damn money either.
But he gave all his money to the country.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's what people say. He got nothing to give to the country. Damn, you know how much money this dude was making?
He should be royalty.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, come on.
Future doesn't happen by chance.
My wife is saying that same thing. Yeah, he's still here.
A 75-year-old broadcast. It's a great responsibility.
Then they gonna give him a title shot? What's the deal with that? He in for what, 4 years?
And
He get a title shot?
50 something.
That's a W. He's 46 years old.
46, yeah.
he come on better fighting them YouTubers. He'll make more money.
That's right. Because if we went in there for a common grabber, that's 200 million right there. Without virtually doing nothing.
So they saying that he's broke already, or
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
he just acting like
He's a humble dude, man.
yeah, he is. And when he lives at, cause I've been to he's Filipino, right?
Filipino,
Yeah, I've been to the Philippines before.
I heard that.
So
Was you in the military?
yeah, I was in the Navy. But yeah, I mean, of course, like your wife was talking about, of course, that much he lives over there.
Wow.
Is everything like almost the same, or does it look drastically different than over here?
Well, we got the
It's-
rural areas.
Yeah, it's kind of rural.
We got the class system,
Yeah,
man.
it's definitely classes. When you go to these cities, all cities are, you know, like even like in Mexico City kind of looks like Japan in New York. So it's like that. Their big city is London.
And they got buildings out there.
Yeah.
So everywhere around the world they got buildings like we do.
There's a city that's
It's crazy. That's the modern day of everything that's going on nowadays.
Yeah, it's tough for the Philippines. Everybody, you know, all the Europeans want to take it over. We take it over. There's so many of them Spanish, get the Spanish name, the Spanish people, and then English, and they want to take it over.
Yeah.
You know, the Japanese was like that. Japanese want to come in and take over.
Somebody's always trying to take over something.
yeah, because they're not really sovereign. They're a smaller country, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just go in there and
yeah, like China's trying to do with Thailand.
A lot of people that live in China. A lot of people.
Well, first, I was right by their locker room, and the guys were coming off the ice, and they're hooting, they're hollering, they're saying, like, wow, they couldn't believe what they just did. And, of course, they're blaring Pink Pony Club in their locker room. That's their post-victory song. But even if the guys weren't going to say it before the game, and when I was speaking to people around the organization, they were all talking about how much of a must-win game this was. And they started exactly how they could not start. They did not have their legs. They're getting beat on everything. And when they got into that locker room, down 3-0 after the first intermission, yes, they made the goalie change, putting Stu Skinner out, Calvin Pickard in, but there's a quiet confidence in the room, the guys were saying. A couple veterans spoke up, specifically Corey Perry, the oldest player in the room, and when Perry spoke, the guys listened, and from then on, they played their game. Meanwhile, the Panthers, Sam Reinhart said, they were too slow, too passive watching plays develop. That's not their game. They like to be aggressive. And, you know, I was speaking to Matthew Bishop yesterday, and he said, these are the two best teams. We both belong here. And the way tonight went, and what we're
It's a
expecting
rematch
from
from
the
last
series,
year.
it feels exactly as it should be scripted.
Huh?
You like hockey?
All right,
Yeah, I
so
like
go
all
back to
sports.
The goalie change after the first period, because
Anything that somebody
Game
competing.
4, Calvin Pickard was excellent, and they got the win. So how do
Yeah, I'll watch ping pong if you'll let me.
moving into Game 5?
Yeah, and I think there was a bit of a debate before this game of who they should start, because Calvin Pickard, before he entered tonight, 6-0
competitive nature,
as a
you know
starter
what I'm
in the
saying?
playoffs. The only reason he
Like,
lost his job
like to see
back to
somebody-
Stuart Skinner was because he got injured.
Two people
Stuart Skinner began this
trying to
game,
win,
and the
gunning
guy
for the
saying
same
it wasn't
thing.
his fault. They left him out high and dry, but Pickard came in
He's gonna
and
be a
he
man
was
today.
excellent. And so now they do it.
Or woman.
Pickard, by the way,
Or
just to
woman.
story. I first met him before the Vegas Golden Knights non season, right before the season.
Like
they
what was
agreed
going
him
on with
for
track
the
and
next
field with
4
Michael
years,
Johnson
starting
doing this
in
he had these
NHL,
four
mostly in the minors.
tours.
It's a
He's one of the
journey. He
organizers
comes out there,
for
Michael Johnson?
Yeah, Michael Johnson.
Oh, wow.
Michael Johnson's doing great, man. 'Cause, you know, he was commentating. You know how we got the guy from the islands doing our track and field.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but anyway, he was overseas
I know Skinner will
in
still be
England
supporting
doing
him,
theirs.
and I would also be surprised if we
But
don't
he
see Skinner
organized
at
this
some
year,
point during
it's
the
4
series.
cities. It started in Kingston,
Edmonton
and I forget the other
Saturday.
cities
You
that
got
was
best of
in.
three.
Most of the attracted most of the big time athletes. Finally starting to get money. Because if you I think it's, you know, it's 4 cities, so the winners was getting like 100 grand. You know, for track and field athletes, that's big time. Big time.
Big time. Track and field for sure.
Anyway, you know, that just hurts me how, you know, you got this, all these 24-hour networks, and ain't nobody mentioning nothing, man. They already had some serious races this year.
Yeah, I've been
You got Cindy McLaughlin doing what she's doing. That's one of the greatest athletes in the world, any sport. You know, broke the world record 4 times. You know?
She broke her own record.
She broke her own record. That was in the 400 hurdles, and now she running the 400 flat. She already got 2 Olympic gold medals for the 4x100, you know, flat. Yeah. She ran in both of them the last 2 Olympics and won that.
I think that's what it is right there. People don't look for track and field outside of the Olympics nowadays. You know, they think that track and field is only Olympic time.
Well, that's in the U.S.
Yeah.
They always have a lot of support in Europe, much more than here. Once they built that arena out there in Oregon, which is definitely made for world-class stuff.
Right.
They had to build there just like, you know, we were trying to build the WNBA.
Say that viewership is down. The WNBA is down half its rating since Caitlin Clark got injured.
They were saying,
Wow, just because of that?
Just because she injured.
they were saying that the WNBA was going to shut down because she's not there.
Come on, guys. I mean, that's way over the top. Because why, you know, I mean, maybe that's your only reason for watching. Then you get to see some other girls out there doing it.
Yeah.
Did she play with Boston, the one that was in USC?
Who you talking about? You said who? Juju?
No, not Juju, but Boston. You
Oh,
know,
Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaliyah Boston. She does play for the Fever too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Because, you know, while you watching her, oh shit, you go Boston getting down.
She just got that Steph Curry effect, though. Caitlin does. It's everybody like to see that long range 3.
Like like to see the long range figure. She white. So if you got a white star in America, you know the deal.
Yeah, but if there was any other player that was able to shoot that three like that,
She can shoot off a dime. No question about it.
That's the nature of the game now, though.
All right, don't go to me.
Yeah.
Hold it down, man.
All right.
Hey, brother,
See you later.
Stay in New York, man.
There you go.
Well, you know
Stay
I'm
New
doing,
York.
man.
I like that. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but a lot of the appeal, me and you can talk about it in terms of what she can do, just like you just finished doing.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's white gonna get a whole lot of people white, especially at this point in time. Even though Diana Taurasi and who's the other
Sue
one
Bird.
is Sue Bird, I mean, it came a little earlier.
Yeah.
It was harder for them.
They just wasn't
So Caitlyn
shooting
came in.
like that. That's all.
Part of it.
It's the Steph Curry effect. I just think that it's not just Caitlin Clark, it's Steph Curry. So you get a glimpse of what Steph does, basically, because
Yeah, but what makes her special is she can also drive to the hoop.
yes, she
She's
can.
shooting up and down. She don't have to shoot those.
She don't gotta shoot.
Now, when you look at them games, you see how many of them can shoot off a dime. It ain't a lot of them.
It ain't a lot of them. It ain't a lot. Not and it's not she's coordinated. She looks like a male basketball player. Is what she her skill set is like. She plays like a boy. She plays like a boy. Like a lot of the girls, I'll be seeing them missing layups and stuff like that, and you know, just not as good. Or I guess it don't look as pretty.
Well, like you said, you passing up shots because you can't shoot off the dime. That was the opening.
Yep.
You dribble right into the problem.
Yep. Right into it.
That's what's so much competition for sports, man.
Yep.
What you gonna get you to put on the tape on, you know?
Yep.
There's a whole lot of conflict.
Oh yeah. Everybody that's here on YouTube, head on over to TikTok. That's where we are right now. Go on there, head on over to TikTok, and let's figure that out. We're on TikTok live right now as we speak. So I shouldn't see nobody in here in the YouTube. I still see 7 people in here. Head over to TikTok live. Just head over to TikTok, type in We the Colony. We're building a whole new platform, y'all.
He's wanted, he ain't even,
As long as probably forever.
he still is a fugitive?
Who you talking about? And so he done lost his mind. That's why I call him the Kanye West of sports. Because he done lost his mind somewhere. So yeah, he's a fugitive. He's wanted for attempted murder. For shooting somebody in May. And they got it on video, him firing the gun. He about to go do some jail time for sure.
The thing is that, you know, obviously there's a lot around it. Can't be that only that video. And he can definitely afford a dream team.
Yeah.
Like, afford a dream team, you get that chance.
The lawyers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could. He going to, well, I mean, he played 12 seasons in the NFL, so he should have long money. He just, man, I just don't understand. Huh? Yeah. You got all this money. Why aren't you enjoying your money, dude? What are you doing? Why aren't you investing your money in some real estate or whatever the case may be, or one of your kids follow their dreams and open up a bit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that when you got all this money, you would do good.
You shouldn't be speaking from a point of maturity.
Yeah.
And this cat act like he's still a child.
It don't make no sense.
Sometimes I like to look up and see what you know, his home situation was.
Yeah, because I mean, it don't make no sense. Like, you've been blessed. God bless you with all these talents, all this money. You know what I mean? You a bad individual, dude. Man, there ain't been a lot of receivers better than Antonio Brown. That was a good dude. No, can't do that. But I just don't understand the off the field, like, you done lost your mind somewhere, dude.
Top of the eighth, Judge coming off the bench as a pitch hitter.
5. You got 5 kids.
Yeah, you got 5 kids that you got to take care of. This is what you want? You want your sons out here shooting at people when they have a disagreement?
Man, the way he left the league. Where you go?
Yeah. Taking off his shirt, doing all kind of crazy stuff.
When I first started hearing those stories in Pittsburgh, I was wondering, I said, they need Tomlin. I said, what's the deal? We know Tomlin is, his character is.
Yeah.
Once Tomlin started to say, yo, this dude got a problem.
And if Tomlin say you got a problem, then you know you got a problem.
What do you think about the dude he gave up to the Cowboys? Because they look like they just gave up on him.
Yeah. George Pickens.
Pickens.
Yeah, it looked like they did.
The Cowboys, they would pick up somebody like that. They don't care.
Oh, you don't want to be there no more?
Where was
Tomlin.
act like he got some sense too. Some of his stuff on there, he got great ability also.
Yeah, he do.
Some of the older players were looking at him refusing to block. I was like, what the hell did he keep doing?
What did you do to your team that they refused to block for you?
I mean, he was the one that refused to block.
Oh, no, you're crazy. You got to block. Blocking
I mean,
it.
there was some obvious stuff that, I ain't put my body nowhere near that situation.
Yep.
But anyway, I don't wish him bad. You're on the Cowboys, so I was rooting against him big time.
A body that books, man. What's up?
Game 1 and 34 in game 2. The Pacers
Yeah.
somewhat contained Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in game 3. Held him 24, but just 3 in the fourth quarter. Enough to hold off OKC and grab a 2-1 series lead. Tim McMahon has more on the defense.
Everybody that's on YouTube, head on over to TikTok. Head on over to TikTok. Come on, y'all. All you got to do is just close this app out, go on over to TikTok.
He's picked up an average of 65 plus feet from the basket to bring the ball.
Head on over there.
Indiana blitzed him 12 times, the most he's ever faced in a playoff game. And the SGA was the primary defender on 22 shots. Again, his most ever in a playoff game. It's understandable if SGA was exhausted as OKC fizzled in the fourth quarter.
Antonio's father was named one of the best players in Arena League history.
Dang, that is right. I completely forgot that his dad did play arena football.
His maximum 4 games left in the season. That's what he worked the whole season for. It's what he worked my summer for. So to me, the way I see it is you gotta set it up, get it done, and try to get a win.
The Thunder have to figure something out about the fourth quarter. OKC has won each of the first 3 quarters through 3 games. In the fourth, the Pacers have a 27-point advantage. In Indianapolis, Tim McMahon, ESPN.
Up 27
The Thunder
points.
find themselves in a
That's
hole down
crazy.
2-1. In NBA Finals history, teams down 2-1 come back to win it all.
Damn.
Just 21% of the
Thrown
time.
out of Florida Atlantic
But it's
University.
also not unheard of.
Louisiana, what's up, girl? How you doing? I didn't know that was you.
OKC, and here's why.
Word.
22.
Yeah, we're trying to build a new platform now. Trying to build a new. We got YouTube, but I'm gonna go get another phone today so we can have both views going at the same time. Then I gotta get a couple new chargers. Yeah, we about to figure it out. YouTube for one, TikTok for the other, and we're gonna figure it out.
2016, Cleveland pulled off a 3-1 comeback against the 73-win Warriors. The series had a ton of moments, but none more iconic.
Even though I don't really know, I guess I gotta go through a crash course Big things popping. Congratulations. Appreciate that, Louisiana. Well, I guess you are a body. This one, a body books made. A body that books made. Still on YouTube right now until the tablet dies. Hey, the 13 that's in there on YouTube, y'all go over to TikTok, type in We the Colony, and we are there. And what I'll do is, Mom's doing all right. I went and seen her yesterday, dropped her off some food, so she's doing okay. What I'll do is, though, when the YouTube dies, I'm gonna see what's the analytics, and then we might just jump back over to YouTube. We slowly but surely building TikTok, so I might just jump back on over to YouTube and wait till I get the second phone so we can be up in here on both of them. Here tells the platform chooses you. I think YouTube chose us for real.
Fire it up. The all-new Dragon Flame Grill Whopper is here. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon. Only in theaters.
You going out of town after this day?
Yeah, tonight. I think my flight leave at 7.
7
I gotta work at 4.
Huh?
Those are 4.
What time you go to work?
8.
8 a.m. to when?
Exceptional people to do exceptional things.
So from you got to be already packed then.
Yeah, I'm going straight
Yeah.
to the airport.
There is one.
You driving your car?
They're gonna park it up there.
Oh, how long you gonna be going?
I think like Monday.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, 3 days. I remember I spent the week. I left my car at the airport for a week. I think that thing cost me like $300-400 to get it out.
Down here?
Down here in
How'd you do
Atlanta.
that?
Well, because I have my whole family when we went to California. So
We go to Doraville, bro.
Dorville,
Yeah. That's
Park
where
the
you leave
car in
Get
Doraville?
on the train and head right down to that airport.
right? No,
Yeah.
really, that was our first time traveling together as a family.
I hear you.
So we just went straight to the airport, parked the car,
Right.
got on the plane, gone. Came back.
Remember that, brother. We
get
did
mad
that
when
all
you
the
come
time.
back.
Even if we going downtown to, get ready down there for the Hawks.
Yeah,
We leave our car in Doraville.
take the train.
Just take the train.
Yeah, I left Fez at the airport. We just got back last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they was both of them. My dad don't want to order. That's fine. They was gone for a week. He was gonna come this morning. But you know. He goes, what's going on? I got no problem. He's pretty good. Comes a young son. Alright, get up. Coming. I'm like, you know, he ain't gonna see me. You know, I'm out there by. Start getting crazy.
Brother Eric, good morning. How's it going? Not too bad, just hanging. Hanging on in there.
These are good. Win the snack time battle with Simply.
Pop sleep at home right now?
He up, but you know.
Oh yeah.
He ain't gonna get out of bed.
He'll be here real soon. At some point.
This ain't coming the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, but he ain't going down with me. Yeah, it's me and brothers.
Oh, you and your brothers is going?
Yeah, Dorian and Donnie. Cause Donnie up there in California.
Oh dang.
Yeah, take leave. And then Dorian's up there. Dorian in Virginia. Working.
This is granddad, right?
Yeah.
Leon Draisaitl does it again. His fourth overtime goal this postseason. That's a new NHL record. It's his second OT goal in this year's final. Becoming his third player with multiple overtime wins in a single final. His teammates have come to expect this from Leon.
Yeah, they was talking about this rehydration thing, man.
Clutch
Just
is
saw
the
that
guts.
said 7 fighters for the 298, UFC 298,
Mhm.
flag for rehydration issue.
There and then
Rehydration. UFC.
Yeah.
Said they flagged 7 of them. So what you do? You let them fight or what's the deal?
I mean, it's cheap. It's what it is.
Yeah.
You can't belong to a whole different weight. I mean, like literally, and they're like 10, 20 pounds over.
So now the series is tied at 2 as we head back to Edmonton for Game 5.
So just go up to your original weight class.
Well, you know, the other part of it is they're trying to make some money, and they can bend the rules and that's all they do.
Yeah, trying to make some real money over there.
Dallas, which won just 7 games last season. Cowboys' biggest change came in head coach Mike McCarthy gone. Brian Schottenheimer promoted. His first head coaching job anywhere. Dak Prescott, now the longest tenured active Cowboy, coming off a season in which he played just 8 games. Here's Todd Archer.
Coach, we got 25 players.
Prescott is surprised. This is his 10th season as a Cowboys
It's
starting
looking like
quarterback.
26, and I'm like, shut the portal down.
All eyes will be on Prescott
Come on.
in 2025.
So you got a maximum that you can take?
I only wanted 20, 22, 23. So we're over what I really originally wanted. I only wanted to depend on certain players, you know what I mean, and not have it to where other players are going to cost us the game. That's what generally happens. The game would be tight, and then somebody be like, I haven't played all game. God dang it. You know, and you got to throw them out there, otherwise we get fined.
I heard that.
As he's done for most of his
Do
career.
they have like weight limits for these big kids?
Mm-mm.
At the
It's
end of
age.
the two workouts,
It's
he'll
age,
run
yeah.
routes and grow
Weight.
I
them
know
all,
down
so
in
that when
Florida,
training
I
comes
got
around,
2 big ass
everybody's on the
cousins.
same page.
Yeah.
And when they was, well, the next
Lamb
year,
and the Bucs
when
out of newly acquired George Pickens.
but when they was coming
will
through, they wouldn't
ultimately
even
be
let
the
them out
most
there.
Prescott.
Yeah, because that's in California too. You got to make weight. You can't. Can't, you can't think that you can play and you can be like, you know, 50 to 100 pounds heavier than everybody.
You're gonna flatten somebody.
Literally. Like a pancake.
Hadn't had a walk-off win all season. Then again, but you only had a dozen wins of any kind through 2.5 months.
They haven't sent out
That's not saying much, but alas.
About the camp, I would imagine that you had cleats on. AJ sprained his ankle, so I don't know if he can be able to. This is real. I gotta read my ankle brace today. But Monday he starts his gladiator dojo. Like, you know, we've been training with everybody, but now it's time for AJ to walk his own road like he normally does. And we only got 2 months to get this done. So
When's
he's
your
got
first game?
August. Yeah. But AJ will be in Legacy Sports Complex, and all of the best linemen in the GFL are in there. They're already in packs. Yeah, so he's got to go there. And good thing we already been working out and stuff like that. He's just got to go get the physicality and learn these boys' moves. So he might go there. He might not even participate for real. He might just be one of those. He might go there to just help out. You know what I mean? Like Caleb and Josh are always here, so they're gonna have us on the field somewhere. I hope not.
See if it goes on. It's supposed to storm all day tomorrow.
Really?
I mean, we're gonna obviously if it's just raining, we'll be there. But if it's storming, good like it was last night.
Thunder and all that.
Yeah, I ain't even trying.
Thunder and the Pacers tip off.
Kelsey, how sweet
I wouldn't
it
mind
is to
helping
see
them
like
out,
all
though.
of New
Big
York's
family.
baseball fans went home happy on Thursday.
But it's nice to just be a parent and not a coach.
He's your guy. We're going to come to Tyler for the best.
That's why when I take him to this class Monday,
We need some money too, or just that?
I'll think about it.
just get to sit back, talk to the other parents.
This chicken's so good, it deserves its own sauce.
Now, at the
should have already been there. I would have been able to recruit from other teams. I still might be able to though. No, we can go up to 36.
Without splitting?
Without splitting. Just be, man, we gotta, man, it's gonna be a lot. I'm more confident this year than I was last year. We got more athletes. Yeah, yeah. Marriott signed up again. Yeah, Marriott's there. And we got 2 other kids that joined too.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized.
This one lady, like, I don't know if her son ever played football before. I was trying to get her to, like, I was trying to tell Ray to get her to not sign up. Yeah, not saying it like that, but I was like, man, you gotta find out some information about this kid. Like, that's all right. When we have a team meeting, I'm gonna really let everybody know. I'm gonna put it on the schedule. It's gonna be probably in July. Oh, wait a minute, we start early workouts this year. I mean, this month.
Yeah.
So should I do it before? Should we do it?
The schedule's changing for work, so a lot of it's gonna be tough.
Get a little weird, huh?
It's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be tough. So he'll be there for almost, whatever. We talked about that one weekend or that 2 weeks, but outside of that, I mean, I'll be there, but it's gonna be a lot different. I won't be early.
Okay. We're trying to figure out what to do at quarterback for game 1. You won't be there, right?
I don't think game 1 will be there. Alright, so the second one, we look at the schedule.
Landon showed up to workouts, but didn't want to work out with us, man.
With the Bombay Sapphire sparkling.
Yeah. We tried to walk over there to get him to come on, like encourage him a little bit. The boys come on over there with me to try to encourage him. Landon took off running down the street.
Oh, really? What day was it? Like at the high school?
No, this was at the Sand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who brought him? His mom or?
His dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he went running down the street. I don't know, they said he got like a tournament or something like that coming up.